What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle and today I'm going to be doing my daughter's hair. I'm going to do like a quick little wash day hairstyle. I just finished washing her hair, it's still wet. As the conditioner was sitting in her hair, I went ahead and detangled it, and then just to keep it detangled, I twisted each section as I was detangling it. And I rinsed out the conditioner with the twist still in her hair. So that's why she has those twists. So all I'm going to do is start to unravel some of those twists and then start to create a part in the back of her head to create the first ponytail. As I'm going through her hair with the comb, I'm having to unravel more twists just because the hair that I want is in some of the other twists. But one little tip for you, if you know what hairstyle you want to do after you finish detangling your kid's hair, you can part their hair how you want it to be when you do the conditioner, and then just do your twists within those parts, as opposed to trying to create the parts afterward when the twists are in and there's no real, organization to it. I didn't know what style I wanted to do, so that's why I didn't do that. But that would definitely be a good way to do it, just because it will cut down a lot on the time that you spend parting it out in the end. I'm really not sure if I did a good job explaining that or not, but that's definitely something I can make another video on, just because that's like a little life hack for us naturals, because it takes us, I know when I'm doing my daughter's hair, it takes me a good minute to get the parts right. So if we can do that during the wash day process, that would be a whole lot easier than to try to do it after everything else is done. So, or it just gives you one less step, because you're already manipulating your hair anyway with the conditioner in it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a video on that. Stay tuned for that. So now that I finally got the part to a point where I feel like it looks good, I'm gonna go ahead and create a ponytail on the top of her head, just to get the rest of the hair out of the way, and then go ahead and start to moisturize the hair in that first section. And to do that, I'm using the Cream of Nature Pure Honey Moisture Whip Twisting Cream. The camera didn't focus on it, but I will link that below in the description box. So I'm just using that all over her head just to moisturize the hair really well. And I was out of frame in this particular part of the video, but I do correct that later on, so bear with me, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue to moisturize her hair using that cream. I'm going to go from root to tips, and as I'm adding the cream in, I'm also kind of finger detangling and just going back and forth, pushing the cream into her hair with my hands, just kind of really working it in so I can make sure that her hair is well moisturized. You don't want it to just sit on top. You really want to work it in. You can see that the look of her hair is changing as I'm adding the cream, and you can see how it's much more shiny and healthy it's looking as I'm doing that. So you really want to work the products into your kid's hair, and also finger detangling never hurts. So yeah, I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to take a Denman brush and start detangling. And as you're detangling, you definitely want to start at the ends as opposed to at the root, because any tangles that are in there are not going to make their way all the way down the hair shaft. So you have to start at the bottom and work your way up, just to create less friction and cause less breakage during the detangling process. And for my daughter, I have to detangle her hair probably 3 or 4 times throughout the wash day process. I do one major detangle in the beginning, but her hair, it has very tight coils, so I always end up having to detangle multiple times. So if your daughter is the same way, or if your hair is the same way, you would definitely understand what I mean. Now I'm just going to take some Shine and Jam and apply that all over the perimeter of the braid, or of the section of hair, just because it makes her hair extra shiny, and it also adds some hold. And if you're like me, you want this ponytail to be as sleek as possible. So I'm going to take a soft bristle brush and just go ahead and brush that Shine and Jam into the hair. And try not to miss any of the smaller hairs. I want it to be as neat and as polished as possible. So I'm really going to go in with that brush and make sure that her hair looks very neat. Then I'm going to add a hair elastic, and I use the ouchless kind. They don't have any of the metal around it. It's just all elastic all the way around. You don't want to use the ones with the metal on it because they will snag at the hair, and you also don't want to wrap it too tight because you don't want to create too much tension on your daughter's hair, because tension equals breakage. So the more gentle you can be with this process, the better. So I want to give you guys my little trick for how I twist the hair and make sure that it's detangled at the same time, because as you're manipulating it, you always get more tangles. So what I do is take my Denman brush and go down the hair shaft to the point where I feel a tug from the tangles. Then I twist to that point and then go back and detangle again. And that just makes it a whole lot easier to get through the entire length of the hair shaft and also to do the twist at the same time. So that's just my little tip for the day. So now that I've shown you in real time how I achieved that first ponytail, I'm going to go ahead and speed through the rest, just because this video would be like 20 minutes if I didn't do that. So yeah, for the sake of getting to the completed hairstyle, I'm going to go ahead and just speed through the rest. And that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone that you think might enjoy it as well. And also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel before you go. I would love to have you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.